And ye shall what?
And you shall live.
You're not living life. You're living death. That's when you die, that's it. When you live in life, you continue on from here. You reach a place that you could never fathom or imagine. The only place you could imagine it is in your history. From the beginning, your forefathers, they described this place for us to know what this place is. This ain't life. Destroying each other ain't life. Stealing from each other ain't life. Robbing each other ain't life. That is death. That is dry. That is bones. That is not breath. Read on.
And I will lay sinews upon you.
Sinews, that means he will start layering you with life. Read.
It will bring up flesh upon you.
He will bring flesh to your bones, which is the word of the Most High. Which is the word according to Christ. Christ is going to come to you. Christ was the word made flesh. So you are a dry bone until you accept Christ. Christ is the flesh you need to receive. Read on.
And cover you with skin.
And cover you with what?
And cover you with skin.
The Holy Spirit will protect you. Read on.
And put breath in you. And you shall live.
And ye shall live. That is salvation. That's the breath that you shall live. Until then, you are dry bones. You got to listen to wisdom. You got to listen to the Holy Spirit. Let her breathe in you, man. The life we live in according to our devices is all death. Read on.
And you shall know that I am the Lord.
And you shall know what?
And you shall know that I am the Lord.
You can't know the Lord if you're living in dry bones. There's no way you know the Lord and you're wearing post-apocalyptic design clothes. There's no way you know the Lord and you rocking a pharaoh with a skull face on it. There's no way you know the Lord even if you're rocking his murder weapon, which is a cross. There's no way you know the Lord. Because if I die by a gun and you wearing a cross or wearing a gun in honor of my name, I will roll over in my grave 1,000 times. Fumble in my grave, if you will. You don't know the Lord. The system is designed for you not to know the Lord. You know Cesar Borgia. This is who you know. He was a man. He lived. He was a soldier who slept with his sister and murdered his brother-in-law. That's who you know. That's who's been painted in the churches. Dang, man. Continue in Proverbs.
She cried in the chief place of concourse.
This breath that's coming into the concourse, into the dry bones, the valley of the dry bones, is crying into the intersection, the chief intersection, into the chief concourse. Read.
In the openings of the gates, in the city she utters her words, saying, how long, ye simple ones, ye will love your simplicity?
How long will ye simple ones love your technology, your devices, your DVRs? You love your SNAP programs and your food stamps and all these things that make life simple for you? The Most High is saying, how long will you love these things? Because there's a system designed to take away these things from you. And that's the information we brought forth here today. That there's a design to take everything that you deem as freedom away from you. Read on.
And the scorners delight in their scorning.
Those out there that scorn us for doing the work of the Most High, the Father, they delight in scorning us. They delight in scorning their own people. We're not professing that we Israelites to say that we are the only Israelites. We're Israelites professing to unidentified Israelites that they're Israelites. But the scorners love to scorn and they're scorning. Read on.
And fools hate knowledge.
Fools hate what?
Fools hate knowledge.
People are destroyed for lack of knowledge. And when you love simplicity, when you love entertainment, when you love your pleasures, just like a child loves his toys, he loves food, he loves all these things, but as soon as he gets into kindergarten, he got to start writing his name, it's a problem. We ain't no different, man. We don't?
Turn you at my reproof.
Turn what?
Turn you at my reproof.
Now God is trying to correct us in these last days. Not only us, but the errors of our forefathers, our parents, and everything. That's what the whole Bible is about. That's what the whole Bible is about. Even Christ came and was the epitome of that walk of what correction is, and the prophecy, to show us how to do this correctly. That's all Christ was. And to redeem his people that was lost. But we trust in perversion. We trust in oppression. We trust in simplicity. We love things to be simple. Read on.
Behold, I will pour out my spirit unto you.
He said what?
Behold, I will pour out my spirit unto you.
So that's wisdom crying into the intersection of the chief places. That's this information age that he's pouring out his spirit into. But the powers that be are so clever with their devices that they make sure that your applications are ones that promote perversion and the imagination to keep you from researching in this information age to deliver yourself from your simplicity. Read on.
I will make known my words unto you.
He said he will make his words known unto us. But here it is, and we're captive spiritually. Read.
Because I have called, and ye refuse.
He said, because he have called in this day and age, and we have refused. Why? Because we trust in the powers that be. The perverseness of the celebrities, who are overly indulged in Satanism now. There's no balance no more. There's no in-between with the Most High either. You cannot be lukewarm. You will be spewed out. So we're here to give you warning. And you can't ride the fence with righteousness and evil. Read on.
I have stretched out my hand.
You stretched out what?
I have stretched out my hand.
Right now, God is stretching out his hand to you. Will you listen? Let's see.
And no man regarded.
And no man what?
And no man regarded.
So you will not listen. Okay, we're going to see what happens.
For ye have sat and knocked at all my counsel.
They have sat and not, and none of the counsel the reproof that was brought forth tonight. All the information that was brought forth tonight, the majority of us just walked away. And kept going according to the imagination of our evil heart. Evil in the sense of morally evil, which is disagreeable with the word of the Most High. Read.
And were none of my reproof.
Or none of his correction. Here he's showing constant reproof. He's saying, look, slavery is written in the Bible. That's reproof, right? They don't tell you that in church. You have your celebrities. They're Satanists. That's reproof, right? They don't tell you that in church. Cesar Borgia is the image of Christ. That's reproof, right? They don't tell you that in church. Here are the foods that you should avoid for your own temple's sake, to promote a proper dietary. That's reproof. They don't promote that in church. Then you have all the idols of the earth that are minuscule to that are nothing to the Most High. He's reproofing you and saying that these things are nothing but idols. That's reproof. They don't show you that in church. Read on.
I will also laugh at your calamity.
So he's saying if you don't want to accept the reproof and the information that we have out here, when the mark of the beast roll out, when martial law roll out, when NDAA walk out and the freedom of speech is taken away from you, and when you want to cry out against the abomination and the affliction that you will receive, he's going to laugh at your calamity. You know why he's going to laugh at your calamity then? Because you chose a life of sin. Read on.
I will mock you when your fear cometh.
So if you want to live a sinful life, and you don't want to accept the reproof of the things that we've been destroyed by, he's gonna mock when your tribulation cometh. Read.
When your fear cometh as desolation.
When your fear cometh as desolation, meaning an emptiness that can't be filled. Let me get Ezekiel 33 to the 3rd verse. 33 and 33. Read.
And your destruction cometh as a whirlwind.
The destruction that's coming is they setting it up. Debt ceiling, government shutdown, the shutdown at EBT. These are all incremental steps to set up a whirlwind that we ain't gonna be able to get out of. Read.
When distress and anguish come upon you.
The stress and anguish are gonna come upon us because we ain't gonna know how to get out of this situation. We're gonna be rioting in the streets. We're gonna be robbing from each other, and all those troops those Russian troops that have been secretly sent over to Region 3 are gonna be locking us down in the community, if not killing us all. I want you to start at verse 1 and then we're gonna drop down to 33. This is the sword that's coming. This is why we out here in the street and wisdom is pouring out her soul to bring life and breath into you. So when death comes, it don't overtake you. Read.
These shall they call upon me.
And you will call upon the Lord. You ain't gonna do it now, but when it hits the fan and all your benefits is cut, when they take away your Section 8 and people are gonna be kicked out on the street, then y'all gonna call on the Lord. Read.
But I will not answer.
But he will what?
But I will not answer.
You're gonna fall right into these FEMA camps. Because the reason why he's not gonna answer is because you rather choose a life of sin. Ezekiel chapter 33, verse 1.
Again, the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, speak to the children of thy people.
Again, the Lord is saying again, speak to the children of thy people. So it's talking about today's generation. We're the children of those that suffer from slavery, bondage, captivity, and all these things. Our ancestors, the children of our ancestors. Read.
Speak to the children of thy people, and say unto them, when I bring the word again, when I bring the sword upon the land.
When I bring the sword, what?
When I bring the sword upon the land.
That's what's destruction that's coming to America, to the communities. It's gonna hit here hard. All your benefits, this government shutdown was a pretext to what they're gonna do on a major scale. This is the sword the Lord is talking about. Read.
If the people of the land take command of their coast and set him for their watchmen.
We are the watchmen. We are not of the night. We are of the day. We are the children of the light. Read on.
If when he seeth the sword come upon the land.
So we are seeing the sword come upon the land. We're doing our research. We understand that this Obamacare is leading to some devastation, if it hasn't already, since October 1st. These 17, 18 days during this shutdown have been detrimental to people in the Midwest and even in California on the West Coast. We see what's going on. Read.
He blow the trumpet.
We're blowing the trumpet here on the East Coast in Region 2. Read.
And warn the people.
We're warning the people. Your pastors out here doing it. Your preachers is out here doing it. This is your homework tonight. Go to church on Sunday, on the first day of the week, the day of Helios, the sun god. Go in there on Sunday and just listen. And see if they mention anything about this crisis. And then I want you to reflect on what these brothers, these babes, was out here telling you and warning you of. Because they're not going to bring the sword, and they're not going to warn you of the sword in the church. They're not. Because wisdom scream in the intersections. The Lord pour out his spirit in the valley of dry bones. The church of the Most High is a temple without heads. You are the church, not the building. Read.
Then whosoever heareth the sound of the trumpet and taketh not warning.
So if you hear the sound of the trumpet, which is this gospel that you hear right now, magnified through this speaker, and you don't listen to the sound of the trumpet, here's what it is. Read.
If this sword come and take him away, his blood shall be upon his own head.
If you don't prepare yourself for the things that's happening in this economic collapse, then your blood is on your own hand, man. Read on.
He heard the sound of the trumpet.
He heard the sound of the trumpet. Read.
And took not warning.
You that hear this, and you hear this magnified through this speaker, and take not warning. Read.
His blood shall be upon him.
That's on you now. We're giving you the trumpet. We're giving you the warning. We're giving you the understanding. We're giving you the information in the information age. Because you don't want to do research. Because you caught up in simplicity. Read.
But he that taketh warning shall deliver his soul.
So if you take warning and understand what's going on and you prepare, you shall deliver your soul. Drop down to verse 33. Because these aren't just decrees as, oh, here's your advice, here's, you know what, no, these are commandments. This ain't no, if you, no, these are commandments. Deliver your soul is a commandment. You don't hearken, you don't listen to the commandment, your blood is on your heads. 12 and 11.
The book of Ecclesiastes, verse chapter